when I was a journalist, I noticed specifically that the normal media, mainstream media, to use alternative media quotes, had a very specific kind of subsidy that everyone else didn't have. And that subsidy had nothing to do with money. It was getting access to information first before anybody else did. If you were on the list for press releases, this is in business or in government, you got to see news before anybody else did. So you got to be the media, and the definition of that word being between something. So you got to see it first, cut it up, repackage it, reframe it, and then deliver it to people before the deadline or the embargo went out. And sometimes it was up to 24 to 48 hours prior to the news was delivered to the rest of New Zealand. To Peter's point, we don't need the media anymore to do that. Most of us can go on and see the press release once it's delivered. Or if you travel across the Pacific to the United States, Donald Trump will just say something on Twitter or Truth Social, and everybody sees it at the same time. No media needed. In other words, the removal of that subsidy, that very specific subsidy that made mainstream media special, is no longer. And I actually think if you recall back to the COVID era itself, you had every lunchtime, Jacinda Ardern would get up and give New Zealand the update on what was going on. And that was delivered to everybody at the same time before the media could repackage it and reframe it. So you could see the ice starting to melt then, and this is 5 years ago, and it's just gotten worse and worse for the media as it's gone on. People can go and see the stories themselves. To Peter's point, Seymour does a good job with this by having a camera follow him around when he goes down to the mezzanine at Parliament every day. And you don't need to wait for the actual story. You can see what he said yourself.